Hello everybody, my name is EK and welcome back to some more Old School Runescape. Today we are checking out the HDOS mod. I was recommended that I check this out by some of my viewers, and of course if you guys recommend something that sounds fun, then I will definitely check it out. So from my understanding, OSRS, the way we normally play the game without the HD graphics enabled from Runelite, is based on the 2007 state of the game. Then the HD mod you can enable in Runelite isn't really based on a specific part of RuneScape, but kind of is, I guess, a little bit between Old School RuneScape and RuneScape 3. And then the HDOS version that we're playing right now is the version that was fan created. It is endorsed by Jagex. You can't get banned or anything for using it. It's kind of like Runelite. It's a bit less common, it's a little bit less known, and I guess way fewer people play it, but that kind of makes it fun to me to go ahead and check it out. But it is a much more subdued, much less vibrant version of Old School RuneScape. It really doesn't, pop. I guess it looks a little bit more, I would almost say, realistic in a way where, it's kind of like it's always just overcast outside. There isn't as much vibrance going on. The trees aren't like super green. I guess in a way it looks very chill. I'm not sure I prefer it. I tend to kind of like my games not overly saturated, but I do like things that pop a little bit, have a bit of contrast going on, and those kind of things, which are just much better. Also, very quick side note, I just recorded this same intro for like 5 whole minutes and had this whole ramble session as you guys are used to right now, and then I realized that the recording wasn't working well because apparently game capture and HDOS don't work well together, so I had to adjust some settings in my OBS, but that should now all be fixed. So today we are checking out a quest that also is something that my viewers have been recommending to me a lot. It was recommended to me in a post. I made a post quite a while ago like, hey, if I go member, what quests should I check out? This was one of them. I still have a lot of stuff on the list, as I keep mentioning, but I do want to keep asking you guys if you have any cool recommendations, then obviously do leave them and I will check them out. For now, I want to check out the, well, I mean, if you guys know this area, you probably know which quest I'm talking about, but it's going to be the waterfall quest right here. I can start this quest by talking to Almera at her home by Baxtorian Falls, and it's an intermediate quest. It's standalone, as I told you guys. We're focusing mostly on standalone quests so that we can kind of do a lot of the chains in succession, which should be a lot of fun. So we're kind of working our way through a lot of the standalone ones right now, so we can get the experience, the quest points, those kind of things from them, as I do some skilling in between. And then that way, by the time we run through a lot of the standalone quests, we can hopefully start doing some of the chains without having to do them in like, quest by quest by quest, and I can kind of do them back to back a little bit more. Maybe not the entire chain, but at least like halfway through the chain or something, then have a stopping moment and then return later. But I'll figure that out later. So there's no requirement, and there's a combat recommendation of 25, which obviously we have already. We're like 54, I believe. So these are the falls we're talking about. I'm already kind of curious to see what these things look like in the Runelite HD client. Oh, new track, Voyage. It seems rather chill. Also, you may have noticed this in the previous video that went up literally an hour ago. I am trying a little bit of a different style with my thumbnail, with my titles. I've just realized that the way I approach things is, and I've known this for a while, it's kind of like I'm approaching things like it's still like 2006 and YouTube like this new thing and Let's Plays work, which obviously they don't. So I'm trying to approach it differently. Like my commentary, my type of video, it won't change. It will still remain the exact same, but I'm trying to at least up the clickability of my content just that little bit. So if you've seen a change, then that's definitely why. There is, of course, a bit of a change in UI here, a bit of change in functionality, because we don't have the Runelite client, we don't have all the plugins that are helping us right now. Meanwhile, Starless7 has reached Herblore level 50, so congratulate him in the comments, guys. It's very important. We've got to support each other on the big grind that is Old School RuneScape. So, oh my god, those sounds are extremely loud. Can I change that in the settings? Because I mean, that's area sound effects. I mean, I don't want to mute them, but I think it's a little bit too aggressive. Ooh, what's that plopping sound effect? Oh, it's an on-hover effect on the NPCs. I think this is the NPC. Hello. It's also a bit of a different aesthetic for the text boxes. I mean, they're still kind of the same. I think the font is also different, which means I can finally read things properly. Hello there. Nice to see an outsider for a change. Are you busy? I have a problem. Okay, let's start the waterfall quest. How can I help? It's my son, Hudon. Is it Hudson? It's Hudon. My eyes had to zoom in using my neck. He's always getting into trouble. The boy's convinced there's a hidden treasure in the river, and I'm a bit worried about his safety. The poor lad can't even swim. I could go and take a look for you if you like. Would you? You are kind. You can use a small raft out back if you wish. Do be careful though, the current downstream is very strong. Alright, here we go. Waterfall quest has been started. Now, I have to say, reading this is actually more difficult, and I think it's because there is less contrast between the text and the text box, which actually makes it harder to read. Like, the text is also a bit smaller. I did up the UI scale a little bit, but if I bump it up even more, then it becomes very much impossible to see the game, because like it goes up in big chunks. Like, there's no slider. Well, there's a slider, but it's got like these set intervals which I can select. So let's read the waterfall quest as well. I spoke to Almara in her home next to the Baxtorian Falls. She asked me to check on her son, Hudon, who has been searching for treasure near Baxtorian Falls. I can use the raft behind Almara's house to get down the river. So this is the house, and the raft behind the house would be that little raft over there. Can I just... Oh, I guess I can just go through the house, can't I? Like, through the door over here? Oh, it's not even a door, it's just like an open thing. That's kind of cool. Have we seen that before? I kind of like that. It's like a beach house kind of thing. The sound effects do sound quite nice though. I'm not sure if that's just because they're louder or if anything has changed about them, but I quite enjoy them. There's also a vat here. This contains dye for leather. Alright. I like the sound design of the game so far. I think it's nice. You board a small raft and push down the stream. You crash into a small island. And that's the boy, I guess. I can examine him. Oh, I guess we just immediately start dialogue. Hello, son. Are you okay? You need help? It looks like you need the help. Your mum sent me to find you. Don't play nice with me. I know you're looking for the treasure too. Where is this treasure you talk of? Just because I'm small doesn't mean I'm dumb. If I told you, you would take it all for yourself. Maybe I could help. I'm fine alone. I wonder what this treasure is. Alright, I wonder too. Let's examine him. Looks young. Yes, looks young indeed. I found Hudon down the river from Almera's house. He seems to be convinced that there is treasure nearby. Maybe there is somewhere I can learn more about this supposed treasure. Well, that's very vague. I mean, can I just walk here? I can't. So can I walk down here? I can. Can I just walk back up here? The first thing I'm trying to... Oh, you swim out into the water. Oh, look at us go. Look at us go. But the current is strong, washing you downstream. We can talk to Gerald. Hello. Hello, traveler. Are you here to fish or to hunt for treasure? Why do you say that? Adventurers pass through here every week. They never find anything, though. So what treasure are they looking for? They say there's treasure hidden within the waterfall, left behind by the old elven king. Not that anyone's ever found anything. Interesting. Is there somewhere I can learn more about this? You could ask Hadley, the tourist guide. He'll be in this building just here. Wait, which building? This building? Alright, we can do that. According to Gerald, a local fisherman, I can learn more about this treasure in the tourist office south of Baxtorian Falls. See, because I'm always curious to see what the reasoning is for you guys recommending me quests. And I don't need you guys to tell me that, because the fun part is not knowing. But I really enjoy that. I don't know if I am doing this because the rewards are great, or if you guys are recommending this to me because the quest itself is just like really, really fun, or anything like that. Oh, wait, the house is on fire? No, it's not. It's just the candles are extremely loud. For a second, like, from this angle, it looked like the house was on fire. Is this Hadley? This is Hadley. Hello, let's talk to Hadley. Hello there. Are you on holiday? If so, you've come to the right place. I am Hadley the tourist guide. Anything you need to know, just ask me. We have some of the most unspoiled wildlife and scenery in Gielinor. People come from miles around to fish in the clear lakes or to wander the beautiful hillsides. It is quite pretty. Surely pretty is an understatement, sir. Beautiful, amazing, or possibly life-changing would be more suitable wording. Have you seen Baxtorian Falls, named after the Elven King who was buried beneath them? So can you tell me what happened to the Elven King? Baxtorian? I guess he died a long time ago. It's quite sad, really. After leaving his kingdom to deal with invading forces, Baxtorian returned to find out his wife's Glarial had been captured by the enemy. This destroyed Baxtorian. After years of searching, he became a recluse. He went into the secret home he had made for Glarial under the waterfall and sealed himself in. To this day, no one has managed to enter. Anyway, I believe we have a book on him upstairs if you want to learn more. Ooh, I definitely want to learn more. So, where else is worth visiting around here? There is a lovely spot for a picnic on the hill to the northeast. There's a monument to the elven queen Glarial. It really is quite pretty. So who was Glarial? Baxtorian's wife, the only other person who could also enter the waterfall apart from him. She was queen when this land was inhabited by elven kind. Glarial was kidnapped while Baxtorian was away, but they eventually recovered her body and brought her home to rest. That's sad. True, I believe we have a book on Baxtorian and Glarial upstairs if you want to learn more. Alright, so what about this treasure under the waterfall? Is it true? Haha, another treasure hunter. Well, if there is no one else has been able to get to it... Wait, hold on, that sentence didn't make any sense. Well, if there is, no one's been able to get to it. I feel like there should be a comma right there. They've been searching the river for decades, all to no avail. Alright, thanks, goodbye. Alright, so enjoy your visit. Thank you very much. There's a bathtub over here as well. That's a really cool bathtub. It's a nice house. Guys, I kinda like this art style, really. It's nice. I don't know, like, I think I prefer the colors of the HD mod, but I think I like the texture and the environmental design of this mod. I feel like this feels high quality. I think if I could have the HD colors with this, but like with these models and stuff, I think I would prefer this. My character looks a little bit more chubby though, but that might actually be more realistic. I would have to see them side by side. Like I feel like the weapon normally is just like a solid color, right? Like it's just one color, and there really isn't any texture on it. Like it's just like a solid teal-ish color. But now there's like a bit of texture on it as well, and I think that's quite nice. Also, are there normally these idle animations? I'm not sure if they're normally there, but I'm kind of liking this, really. The more I play this, the more I'm like, yeah, maybe this is actually really good. Maybe I'll play a bit more with this. Alright, so upstairs, there are these bookcases. You find a book named Book on Baxtorian on the bookcase. Ooh, and I can open up the inventory and read the book. Alright, it's time for another reading session. The missing relics. Many artifacts of elven history were lost after the Fourth Age, following the departure of the elves from these lands. The greatest loss to our collection of elf history were the hidden treasures of Baxtorian. Some believe these treasures are still unclaimed, but it is more commonly believed that dwarf miners recovered them early in the Fifth Age. Another great loss was Glarial's pebble, a key which allowed her family to visit her tomb. The pebble was taken by a gnome family over a century ago. It is hoped that descendants of that gnome may still have the pebble hidden in their cave under the tree gnome village. Ooh, interesting. The Sonnet of Baxtorian. The love between Baxtorian and Glarial was said to have lasted over a century. They lived a peaceful life, learning and teaching the laws of nature. When trouble hit their home in the west, Baxtorian left on a great campaign. He returned to find his people slaughtered and his wife taken by the enemy. After years of searching for his love, he finally gave up and returned to the home he had made for Glarial under the Baxtorian Falls. Once he entered, he never returned. Only he and Glarial had the power to enter the waterfall. Since Baxtorian entered, no one else has been able to get in. It's as if the powers of nature still work to protect him. The power of nature. Glarial and Baxtorian were masters of nature. Trees would grow, hills form, and the rivers flood on their command. Baxtorian in particular had perfected rune lore. Ooh, rune stuff. It was said that he could use the stones to control water, earth, and air. I mean, I guess in a way I can too, right? Ode to Eternity, a short piece written by Baxtorian himself. What care I for this mortal coil? What treasures are yet so frail? For it is you that is my life blood, the wine to my holy grail. And if I see the judgment day, when gods fill the air with dust, I'll happily choke on your memory as my kingdom turns to rust. Alright, cool little story right there. There's also more bookcases. Is there more lore in here? You search the books, you don't find anything. Okay. Nothing interests me. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess not interesting. There's also bookcases over here. Nothing in here. And nothing in here either, I guess. No. Okay, let's look at the quest again. I found a book in the nearby tourist office. The book detailed the sad story of Baxtorian and Glarial, two elves that once ruled the area around Baxtorian Falls. According to the book, Baxtorian and Glarial were the only ones able to enter the waterfall, but Baxtorian sealed himself inside after Glarial's apparent death. The book also mentioned that Glarial herself is buried near the waterfall. Apparently, Glarial's pebble, the key to her tomb, was taken by gnomes and hidden beneath Tree Gnome Village. Alright, so obviously what I want to go do right now, and I'm assuming that's what the quest is trying to get me to do, is I want to head over to Tree Gnome Village, and I want to see what's under Tree Gnome Village. Plus, I like the idea that we get to explore a little bit of the world with the different aesthetic right now to kind of get a feel as to what that looks like. I'm assuming most of you guys have played this version of RuneScape, at least like seen what it looks like. But if you haven't, then here you go. There is also the combat, and it sounds extremely loud. Oh my god. I guess that's just sound effects. Okay, I guess this is a bit better. The combat animations look nice. I like how I'm actually slashing properly. Look at that. Bam! Yeah, there's definitely big pros to this setup. There's probably also a big cons, like the lack of plugins and stuff. But I do enjoy my time here, and I'm glad I decided to check this out, because it's an interesting approach, and I want to see as much of OSRS as I can as I'm doing this series. Ooh, these guys dropped the guam leaves as well. Oh, did I just... You cleaned the grimy guam leaf. Oh, cleaning them gives me herblore experience as well. Okay. So what I also want to do very soon is I want to find a method to farm these myself, the guam leaves, because obviously we do need... Oh, wait, different icons. There's different icons. I like them. Like, they look more modern. They don't look very different, but they look more modern, and I do like them. But if I go to herblore right now, and potions, I do need a lot of guam leaf for attack potions, and I want to make attack potions because I want to start making these potions to then help me with Slayer. Like I like these systems playing into each other, and as I mentioned, like as long as I find it fun, I want to play it kind of like I'm playing Iron Man without locking myself into it. So I want to find a way to farm a lot of these guam leaves. I think I can probably get them from combat, from these I think they were like hill giants or something. There's probably some other ways as well I can get them. Also, I'm pretty sure this sound effect normally isn't in the game. Unless I just have sound effects like really low normally. There's also a statue of a king. A monarch chiseled in stone. But the sound design seems more detailed in this version right now. Tree Gnome Village, I believe I go through Hudon, right? And then it's just like... Oh, I can't... Oh, wait, I can scroll up. Yeah, it's down there. And normally I would skip this part. But I kind of want to keep you guys with me because... it does look a bit different, and we gotta appreciate this together, guys. Wait, Starless also has hit a total level of 1275. Guys, more congratulations. You can combine them in a single message if you want, but more congratulations to Starless. Keep it up. Good job. I am proud of you. Hold on, this is not the way I want to go, is it? Or can I just squeeze past this little edge over here? There are like big loading screens that normally are not there. Or like, not really loading screens, but there's like a big loading section on occasion, which is not a problem, but it's definitely something that is noticeable that's not generally there. Also, let me make sure the recording is still fine, which it does seem to be. Yeah, it seems to be fine. Okay, good. Don't wanna risk having this entire part that I could never really replay because the quest is already continued. Alright, yeah, looks kind of cool. The Tree Gnome Village is over there. Once again, you know, I want to take a moment to kind of just see what the differences are. Now, I would do a bit of a side-by-side, but it's not really easy. I mean, I guess, could I have two games running at the same time? Actually, not entirely sure. It is nice, though. But once again, like this green, I think in the HD client, this green's a lot greener. And right now, it's very much... just like a lot of vibrance seems to be lacking, which I guess... was just a choice they made, but I think this is actually closer to an HD version of classic OSRS than the HD mod, where I think the HD mod actually is further away graphically from the way the game normally looks. So I guess this one is more faithful. Maybe? I don't know, I'm trying to like picture them in my mind, but I feel like this one's actually more faithful. Obviously this one then comes with different animations and maybe different sound design and like all kinds of like different icons and stuff, so in that sense it's more different. But it's interesting to see that there's 3 different ways I can play this game. Like, I'm the kind of person that I really love this stuff. Normally, I really like using reshade. You know, I use reshade, which, if you don't know what it is, it's like a plugin thing that can change the way your game looks. Like, it can add like lots of different like advanced things, but it can also just simply add like contrast and vibrance and a bit of sharpening. But I can also do like a green screen effect or like a CRT effect or invert colors, like all kinds of weird things. It can do like turn things like black and white, like grayscale it, like so many cool things that I haven't actually tried in this game yet, because, you know, there's like kind of built-in reshade, like a more simplified version, but it's like it's excluding the UI, so I don't feel a need to check it out in this game. Also, these lanterns, are they new? I feel like the lighting is better in this version. Maybe it's because they are just using more light, but like I don't think there's normally this vibrance around the light, which I do very much appreciate. I don't know, by the way, where we can go under. Oh my god, some of the sound effects are just really loud. I'm guessing there's like... Well, I also can't click on things in the map and stuff. Like, there's probably also a plugin. Now, there is a list over here. You guys probably can't see it right now because it's like out of the screen. But there is like a very big list here as well of like different plugin kind of things. So if I just look at the word map, for example. Oh my god, what are those sound effects? Okay, I've enabled something called world map. Well, I can see which one I've finished and stuff, but I still can't really see everything. Okay, well, it's fine. My god, some of these sound effects are so loud. So I do wonder if the animation for squeezing through this is also different. So if I go here now, is there a different animation? Yeah, that looks a lot smoother, I think. Like, the other one was a lot choppier. So there are ladders going up. I'm not sure if there's also ladders going down. I'm not sure if it's even in this part. Oh, wait, there's a ladder over there. Okay, hold on. Let me squeeze my way back out of this place, and then we go down there. All right, the sound effects is just a bit too loud, honestly. Like, I guess if I turn the music up... Oh, I can't. Never mind. It's just impossible to... Wait, hold on. Is it area sound? Oh, it might be area sound. Is that it? Hold on. Yeah, it's area sound. Okay, I'll have this as low as I can have it without disabling it, like this, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's getting better. I'll fine-tune this as we go. I just hope you guys' ears are not bleeding because of the roar. So these guys are hobgoblins, which I think we haven't seen yet. It's a steel spear they drop. I don't think I've ever seen a steel spear. We actually wield spears. Wait, hold on. Have I ever won a spear? I feel like I haven't. Is that for combat or for fishing? Okay, so there must be something down here. Oh, I guess there's no map here. It's fine though. We start running and we start exploring. There is just a whole bunch of hobgoblins down here. There's also someone here, Glarial, which is a gnome who might know something more. Hello, are you okay? Oh, don't. I wasn't worrying, but now I'm being interrupted rudely. Okay, so these mobs are consistently aggressive, which is a little bit annoying if I want to try and talk to someone. And I guess the respawn rate is high enough to the point where I can't just murder them all. And I will remain aggressive for a little bit too long. Like, if I was close enough, I could grind myself, because I think it was twice my level plus 1, right? Or twice the level. So it's 28 would be 56, would be 57. So if I'm 57, these would be no longer aggressive. But I think because I would need 3 more levels for that. That's too much grind right now to just squeeze into this little video. Okay. Hold on. Go here. Hello, are you okay? Don't worry, totally fine. Lock myself in here for protection, but I've left the key somewhere. Okay, I'll have a look for the key. There we go. I had to read really quickly. But we did it. An onion seed? You guys are here with me. Look, it's you. Well, it's you as a seed, but... Okay, so he's left the key somewhere. Now, with this client, it's a little bit harder to see what I can interact with. But I guess in a way it's kind of cool, because now I'm getting to experience as well, like all the luxury that I've gotten accustomed to that I now no longer can utilize. So you really learn what you've lost, which I think allows you to appreciate what you've lost a lot more as well. Okay, the cave actually isn't that big. So maybe it's in one of these crates over here. Oh, you found a key. What? The first crate I click, I get it. That's so cool. Okay, you have no reason to enter this narrow tunnel. Okay. Also, I do believe that maybe it's working, because I think... I mean, to be fair, I can actually see outside, but I'm not sure if I can see outside or if there's just, like, something rendered outside, but it's not actually rendering whatever is outside, if you get what I mean. But I have the key. Here we go. We're in. We're in. Hello, let me talk to you. Who are you and what are you doing here? I am Glarial and this is my home. Thing is, as you can see, I've got a small problem. Those hobgobs are all over the place and trying to steal my family's heirlooms. I've been stuck here for ages. Do you need some help? Oh, don't worry. I'm sure I'll work something out. I just need some time to think. I mean, this guy has been here for quite some time, I do believe. In that case, do you mind if I have a look around? No, of course not. You look amongst the junk on the floor and find Glarial's pebble. Oh! Just get it. Can I take this old pebble? Oh, that, yes, have it. It's just some old elven junk, I believe. You give Glarial the key. Ah, thanks a lot for the key, traveler. No problem. Take care, Glarial. There we go. Beautiful. So we now have the pebble. A small pebble with elven inscription. There we go. Back to the waterfall quest. Yeah, I should be able to use it to enter her tomb. I don't think there was much dialogue added. Now, I don't know where the tomb is, but I reckon it is around the waterfall, as the quest would suggest. So let me run over there. I do like the animations better in this version, by the way. So, at least the animations that I've seen so far. I'd be kind of curious to go to places like the Grand Exchange and like other places where I see a lot of players. I kind of see... Wait, is that a light adaptation? Hold on. There is reverse light adaptation. So, if you don't know what it is, light adaptation in games means that if you go into a cave, for example, normally in real life, you go into a cave, your eyes need to adjust to the dark. So, like, it starts out super dark, and then your eyes adjust to the dark, so it becomes brighter and brighter and brighter until you reach a maximum level of brightness that you can get with your eyes. And games sometimes simulate that by, if you go into a cave, it'll start out darker and then become lighter, as if your eyes are actually adjusting to the darkness. Now, it's kind of inverse here, because I'll show you. Whoa, that was like a weird woo swing. Like here, you go out, and it starts out dark, because you come from the cave, but it's supposed to be the way around. Like, you're supposed to come out of the cave and be like, oh my god, it's too bright, and then your eyes adjust once again, the inverse of what is happening as you go into the cave. But this game seems to have, or like this client at least, seems to have some odd reverse light adaptation. Look at this. It's supposed to be dark into bright. It goes bright into dark. So it's not doing light adaptation. What it's doing is it's shifting the brightness from the original brightness to the new brightness, I guess, to like be easy on the eyes or something. But I'd be curious to hear if anyone knows why they do this. It's not that I mind it, like it's just like a little observation, but it's kind of cool to see how they seem to use a very illogical, at least in my mind, way of doing lighting there. Is this something that just hasn't loaded in? Or is this supposed to be a random square that is just completely pure white? That almost looks like it's a texture that just hasn't loaded in properly. Fun little story, by the way, because people fortunately seem like they do enjoy my ramblings. And a lot of my ramblings, of course, are about game design and how I see things, how I observe things. And I just want to quickly share a little bit of history about me and my studies, because I did at some point have the intention of going and becoming a game developer. So when I was 17-ish, 18-ish, somewhere around that age, I started a game design studies. It was a really bad studies. Like, it was like the first year they were doing it, so the teachers didn't even know what they were talking about. But you know, I started doing it. I had to drop out for mostly other reasons than the study itself. Won't get into that too much, but I remember that I was first of all, I had to like 2D programming and like Flash. You know, at that point Flash was still important, I guess. Nowadays Flash is just completely dead. Like, you have to kind of emulate Flash, but you know, it was like creating 2D platforms, like doing gravity and collision detection, those kind of things, which I did very much enjoy doing. But then in the quarter where I did drop out, we had to do like calculations with like if you have a wall and a ball coming at that wall, you have to calculate the angle at which the ball hits the wall and then how that translates into a bounce the other way. And I just realized at that point that even though it wasn't that I couldn't do it, like I could learn to do it. At that point, I just realized like I think I enjoy talking about game design more than I enjoy designing a game. Even though I'd still at some point I would love to be a part of game design in some capacity somewhere down the line maybe, but probably not as a programmer. Probably more as a I don't know, like almost like a, I wouldn't say a top level role because I think, you know, I just wouldn't be qualified for that. But I think I'd much prefer having a role where I just discuss like, hey, which systems go into the game, what's the pros and the cons of each system, like kind of like a decision making thing where you know how the coding part works well enough to understand whether something is possible, but not to the point where you can create the thing you want to create. And I think most people are kind of like that, so I don't think there's a role really for that, because I think like almost everyone is able to think of a game, right? Like you guys probably are all capable of thinking of a cool game, but the actual designing part, that's the hard part. Also, why I'm at this house, I have no idea. I wanted to go back up there, but for some reason I just kind of wandered here as I was rambling. It's also funny to see that when I'm standing here, the boy is not over there, so I guess either he moved or he just isn't rendered unless you're next to him, which I guess is the case. There's also a cool whirlpool here. We can dive into the whirlpool if you wanted to. Crazy looking whirlpool. How do I dive in? Can I just dive in there? I don't know if I want to do that, but now that I've seen a crazy looking whirlpool, I have to try and dive into it. I mean, maybe it's part of the quest because it's like under the waterfall, right? I'll have to get onto the pier before I think about jumping into that whirlpool. I mean, to be fair, isn't this pier just like right here? Why am I not just autopathing here? Go here and now jump into the whirlpool. Wait, what am I doing? Whoa, I just sprinted there. I didn't see that. What the? What? Oh, okay. You are swept out of control through horrific underwater currents. You are swirled beneath the water, dashed against sharp rocks. You find yourself on the banks of the river, far below the lake. All right. I thought there was something in this bush there for a moment, but I guess that's not the case. There's like a little rose. Oh, it's on the other side as well. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me go back up. Like I feel like I need to be here, right? There's a door there. But I gotta get to that door. Do I just use the raft again? Here we go. Let's raft. I board the small raft again. I'm back down here. Can I talk to the boy again? Hello, Hudson. Oh, it's you trying to find my treasure again, are you? I didn't know it belonged to you. It will do when I find it. I just need to get into this blasted waterfall. I've been washed downstream 3 times already. Okay, so how? There's a tree there. Like, I would be able to get to this rock, right? And then tie a rope to that tree. Like, we should be able to hold on to this rock. How do I not tie? What? How does that not work? I feel like I just need to tie a rope to that rock over there. Hold on, let's talk to this guy again. Maybe he knows. Hello? Is it the same dialogue again? Yeah, it's the same dialogue again. Okay. Okay. It's gotta be something else. Also, the fire physics are different. Well, I'm not sure if it's physics, but the fire animation is different. I'm pretty sure the fire is more detailed, more fluent. It's like higher FPS baseline, which is nice. Oh, there's a tombstone here. And I think I was able to use the key on it to enter, right? Here we go. Can I click it? Here lies Glarial, wife or backstory, true friend of nature in life and death. May she now rest, knowing only visitors with peaceful intent can enter. You place a pebble in the gravestone's small indent, but nothing happens. Peaceful intent. Hold on. Hold on. I think I know. Remove sword. No weapons? No, that's not it. Unless I need to use this thing again. I guess I do. No, nothing happens. Okay, so it's not taking off your weapon. What is peaceful intent? Do I need to bring an offering of some kind? Something from the gnome village, perhaps? No, the gnomes don't have anything to do with the elves, right? Not really. Like, I'm thinking maybe I have to take everything off. Like this. Can I enter now with peaceful intent? Nothing happens. Okay, that's not it either. Okay, guess we re-equip everything. I am not entirely sure what we're supposed to do here, guys. Oh wait, maybe it does an inventory check. Like, it might still check the sword or my gear in my inventory. Like, if peaceful intent is the goal, I mean, I'm pretty sure peaceful intent is referring to not bringing any weapons. Maybe gear, I don't know gear count, but I'm guessing it's about not bringing weapons, but maybe it also sees them in my inventory. So, is there a bank close by? I mean, I guess there's a bank over there in Hudon. I guess that's the easiest bank to go. There's also one of the Tree Gnome strongholds, which we haven't really explored too much. Let me actually go over there. It's one of those places where I've only been because I teleported there kind of by accident. Well, really by accident. But I guess we can go check out the bank over there. Hello there. Hi. Could you help me lift these boxes? They are really heavy, but I just want to open the gate. Sorry, I'm a bit busy. Okay, I'll do it myself. Can I just go in? Why is there a cute creature here? And why is that cute creature like a weird spider thing? What the hell is that thing? That's almost disturbing. It's like a spider bunny mix hybrid thing. I'm not sure if that's cute or not. Oh, this is a cool place. That's a really cool place. Wait, do I have to climb up here in order to be able to access the bank? Am I now... Is one of these the bank? Are these bank tellers? Gnome bankers. Good day, how may I help you? I'd like to access my bank account, please. Oh, I don't have the typing thing here. Okay, one moment. Here we go, we're in. Wait, hold on a second. Peaceful intent. Does that mean I can't take runes either? Because runes can be used to cast magic, which can be offensive. I'm curious if you can bypass this, provided this is what we need to do. We're bringing runes and just casting magic spells. I mean, to be fair, there might just be no combat in there whatsoever because it's meant to be a peaceful place. So here we go. We put everything back out. I guess this is fine. And now we'll see what happens. Wait, my armor? My starter gear? There's a lot more texturing. There's even blood on my knee. Is it normally there? There's so much more texturing going on, guys. I really like this. What a beautiful song. Okay, let's try with this. Let's just see what happens. If this is not what we need to do, by the way, then I don't know. So I'm really hoping this is what we need to do, because as much as I don't mind grabbing the wiki, I'd rather use this little as I can, because it's much more fun figuring things out myself. Alright, here we go. Let's once again use this item on the tombstone and see if this does anything. Oh, yes! The stone... You place the pebble in the gravestone's small indent. The stone slab slides back, revealing a ladder. You climb down it. Ooh, we did it! Okay. Okay. There's a chest. There's skeletons. A moss guardian. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, don't aggro me yet. So what I'll do is I'll stand here for a while. I will regain my stamina, and then we'll start sprinting. So what do we have? First, let's just check out what we can do. So we have a chest over there. Probably something in that room as well. There's some trees. Search Glarial's tomb. I think that's what we want, right? Okay, I'll see you guys in a moment when my entire stamina bar has been regened, because I want to be able to run past these mobs efficiently. Alright, here we go. The stamina has been recovered, and we can now sprint through. So first of all, I want to go over to whatever is in this chest. This guy probably will attack me, this Moss Guardian, but... You know, oh, there's another Moss Guardian over there. Can I open this chest? 10 HP. A small amulet. Hold on, small amulet. What do we find? Glarial's amulet. Oh my god, there's so much damage. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. That's a tomb? Search the tomb. Search the tomb. An urn. An urn. Okay. Is that everything? Is this supposed to be just like a please try and survive kind of thing? It's not too difficult right now, but I guess if you do this at the appropriate level, like this can be rather challenging. You need a lot of food to keep yourself healthy, I guess, because they hit me for 10, which if you only have like 20 HP or something, is quite difficult. Like I have 44, so like I'm not in that much of a pickle, but still, it is it is a potential danger, especially if you don't know what's coming up. Fun thing, by the way, I keep saying like I'm in a pickle. Like that was a trend during my WoW series as well. Like I kept saying like I'm in a bit of a pickle. Like this is kind of something I tend to use. And then at some point I ran into an NPC called Pickle, and I was like, well, I finally met you. We've been talking about you for like the entire series, but there you are. So is this what I need? These two things? I recovered Glarial's pebble from beneath Tree Gnome Village and used it to enter her tomb. I found Glarial's amulet and Glarial's urn within the tomb. Maybe I can use them to enter Backstorian Falls. Okay, first I want to go pick up my gear again though, because I reckon it was just for this little part, and I can just pick up my gear again, and then we can find a way to go into Backstorian Falls. Still don't know exactly how I get there, but that's something for EK in 5 minutes. I enjoy these gnome songs, guys. They're all so catchy. Oh, the Glarial amulet and the gnome amulet have the same icon as well. So I just equipped the other one, but I don't know what stats they give. Can I mean, I can examine them. So is this all like a Runelite thing? Like normally would you not be able to see which one is which unless you equipped one, looked at your stats, equip the other one, compare the stats. Is that how it works? Okay, I think everything is back on. No, wait, I'm missing like a chest piece. I'm missing so many things. I gotta really set this up better, guys, because I'm starting to lose things right now because I'm just too lazy to clean this up. I will clean this up soon, I promise. I should also really look into upgrading my shield at some point. Like right now I have a steel kite shield, but the fun thing is that I might be able to make a better one, like sort of soon. Because if I go to steel, I could go from kite shields over to... Never mind, kite shield is the better one. Sorry, I thought the other one was the better one, but the kite shield is kind of nice. But if I go to mithril right now, the next shield would be 58, still quite far away. So I have been told about something called the blast furnace. I don't know exactly where it is, but since it's like a big furnace thing, I'm assuming it's something dwarven related. And I'm kind of tempted to look into it a little bit more, like not really like guide myself there, but kind of figure out where it is, how I get access to it, like do that quest or something. Because I love to level smithing with a member mechanic. I talked about it in the, I think it was the last video, where I was going to say I'm going to just do the normal way, which I'm fine doing, but giving it a little bit more thought, I really feel like I should explore the member options for it as well. Like smithing is something I just not really explored any member stuff with whatsoever, but I love to push my smithing into like the 50-60 territory as well, so I can actually make myself a better shield. And I guess it'd be kind of cool if I don't get a better shield from anywhere else, and that I can keep upgrading my shield using my own smithing. Like I still have like a little bit of that progression still left through smithing. I also, like, I could easily get myself a rune plate body as well, by the way, because I can easily make the money right now to buy. It was like 50k or something, which is not too much. But I'm still stuck with the chain vest. But I like the idea of getting some gear upgrades again kind of soon, because I feel like we've been using this same gear since Dragon Slayer. Like pretty much since we turned member, we haven't gotten a single gear upgrade besides, I think, the ring and the necklace, but nothing like properly visible. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out some cool ways of getting some new upgrades. Also, I don't know where I'm going right now. I'm just kind of going, okay? So, third time I am over here. Let me talk to this kid again. Hello again. Not you still. Why don't you give up? I miss all the fun. You do understand that anything you find, you have to share with me. Why is that? Because I told you about the treasure. Well, I wouldn't count on it. That's not fair. Neither is life, kid. I mean, life lessons better learned early. So, let's look at the quest. Maybe I can use them to enter Backstorian Falls. But how do I enter Backstorian Falls? I'm a bit scared that I will... I mean... It looks like you can use a rope somewhere here, right? Like, oh, it's swim to rock. Oh no, I'm falling. Wait, what if I bring the rope with me? I mean, it doesn't really specify it anywhere in game, but if I bring the rope with me, will my character no longer fall down, like tie the rope? Because it looks clearly like you have to swim down there, tie a rope to the tree over there, and then like hover yourself down to there. There's also a barrel. I guess you can use a barrel later to fall back down or something, but I'm assuming you have to get to that door, right? So let me go grab a quick rope, which I think might still be in my bank. At least with all this walking back and forth, the positive is that I really learned the lay of the land a lot better. And that's kind of what I hope to achieve, by the way, by slowly expanding my approach throughout the game, is kind of learning the lay of the land of the different areas I go to before moving on to everything else. Because people have been recommending that I go to all kinds of places. Like I think people were saying I can go to Corrent, which is really cool, of course, like the newest content, and I can go to Varlamore, and I can go to Mauritania, and I'm looking forward to those. And like I kind of want to go check them out because like different aesthetics and like there's new content there, which probably is like a certain level of higher quality, but I really want to make sure I kind of understand the areas I've been to before expanding my reach, because otherwise like you're gonna get this super thin approach where nothing really is known to you, but you kind of feel like you've been everywhere, but you've been nowhere. I think I've said that before, but I just want to reiterate that that's why I'm kind of artificially limiting myself a little bit, so that I don't overwhelm my ability to process where I've been, if that makes sense. Oh, I had rope, but apparently I don't have rope anymore. Please tell me there's a rope vendor somewhere around here. Oh god, the only rope trader really is in Draenor. At least the only one that I really know about. That is an area I've been to already. Okay, well, I guess I'll go all the way back to Draenor. I mean, at least I can teleport, because there's a tree up here somewhere, and I can teleport to Varrock, and I guess I can see Varrock in this client, which is kind of cool, so, see you guys in Varrock. I'm not even sure if I'm doing the correct thing, but this feels like the most logical thing for me to do right now. And honestly, so far, the game has been quite well designed, in the sense that when something feels logical, it often is the case. Wait, the tree doesn't feel like talking. Oh, wait, I probably have to do a quest around here or something to unlock the tree, don't I? There's like a lot of quests around here. Okay, I guess I can go to the one... I don't want to go to the one all the way at Tree Gnome Village. I mean, I can teleport to it, I just can't teleport from it. But I've got to... okay, sure, we'll walk all the way down there. It's fine. We go. If this is not what I need, I will be very disappointed, because I've spent quite some time on this. Oh, there's a mourner who's following me right now. Can I help you? What are you doing? I'm guarding the border to West Hudon. No one except we mourners can pass. Why? So they're wearing a gas mask. Like, did something really morbid happen here? Also, I feel like normally it's not this green, but I guess some sort of like chemical warfare must have happened here or something. Like something that caused them to wear gas masks. I'm starting to like this aesthetic, guys. Like, it's much darker. But for some stuff like this, like it works really well. I kind of want to see Draenor Manor as well with this setup, because I think Draenor could do with some more gloominess, which I think this might do quite well. Why? The plague, of course. We can't risk cross-contamination. Wait, a plague even. So what brought the plague to Hudon? It's all down to King Tyrus of West Hudon. It started, came back from one of his visits to the land of the West here. Wait, land of the West, is that not... No, that's not our. No, we're to the east. Some of his men must have unknowingly caught it out there and brought it back with them. Does he know how bad the situation is in now? If he did, he wouldn't care. I believe he wants his people to suffer. He's an evil man. Isn't that treason? He's not my king. So what are the symptoms of the plague? The first signs are typical flu symptoms. These tend to be followed by severe nightmares, horrifying hallucinations which drive many to madness. Sounds nasty. It does. It gets worse. Next, the victim's blood changes into a thick, black tar-like liquid. At this point, they're past help. Their skin is cold to the touch. The victim is now brain dead. Their body, however, lives on, driven by the virus, roaming like a zombie, spreading itself further wherever possible. I think I've heard enough. Alright, that is rather disturbing, guys. That is some disturbing stuff. Okay? But this area does look really cool with this graphical setting. I feel like this mod, or not really mod, but like this client does do quite a good job at environmental storytelling, like setting a mood in darker areas. At least that's what I've observed so far. But in the brighter areas, I think I prefer the HD mod. Alright, so we are now in Varrock. So this is Varrock using the HDOS client, which... I mean, I kind of like it. It just kind of feels like I'm playing the entire game with an overcast, like, cloudy day. Which sets us like a kind of cozy setting. So I'm not opposed to it. I don't know. I kind of like it. But I also like the HD one. Like, I feel like it really depends on what mood I'm in and what kind of setting the game is trying to portray in which one is better. I think the animations in this one are really nice. At least I feel like the animations are different, right? Pretty sure they are. Hold on, I could just buy something off the Grand Exchange. Let me make my life a little bit easier by not walking all the way over to Draenor. Was there actually a Grand Exchange somewhere else? I think there's only one, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only one. Because it's the Grand Exchange, you know, like it's grand, it's giant, it's enormous. Just like my subscriber number if you click that button. I'm gonna buy rope for 69. There we go. Come on, give me some rope, guys. Give me some rope. There we go. Thank you. 69 for a rope. All right, I don't know if I need anything else, but for now, I guess we'll teleport back. And we hope that we don't need much more. I'll keep the money on me. You know, if I lose 1k for whatever reason, I'm not too worried about that. So we go back to, I think the easiest place is the... is it the Battlefield of Khazad? No, I think the Gnome Stronghold is a little bit closer. Plus, it's got the nice and funky music. Okay, so let's see what I can do with this rope. At least I hope I can do something. So, do I tie it onto something here? I can climb the dead tree. I can walk down here. I can swim the river. Can I use this on the rocks? No. Okay. I can't reach anything around here. Do I use it on the rock? Oh, oh, I throw it. There we go. Oh, look at this. Look at us go. Look at us go. Ah, okay, cool. Cool. Now I climb the tree? You try to use the tree to climb down, but you fall down. Wait, did I have to use the rope on the tree as well? Did I have to use the rope twice? I think that's the case. I thought it would automatically use the rope, but I guess it doesn't. Okay, I think I've just used the rope on the tree as well. Hold on, let me retry that. Okay, so I used the rope on the rock again, which apparently I just yeet there. I circle around it like I'm in some sort of anime or whatever. But it works. And then the rope on the tree. You tie the rope to the tree and climb down to the ledge below. Here we go. So this barrel, I think, will allow me to fall down and not die. This tree might help me climb back up. Actually, I can only chop it down, I think. All right, let's go in. Here we go. You enter the waterfall. Oh, I didn't bring any food. Ooh, okay. This might be dangerous. Then again, combat level 25, so I reckon I should be okay. These guys... oh, level 52. Oh boy, what? The spider drains your prayer. Okay, this room has weaker enemies. Wait, also skeletons. Oh god, I have no food. I have no food. What am I looking to do here? Crates? Do I search them? Do I find something in the crates? I'm a little bit tense right now because I brought no food. I probably should have done that. Oh, a key. Okay, I don't know what the key is for, but go back out. I guess we got something. There's also a left door we can go through. What fire giants? Oh my. Wait, there's a door. Can I use the door? Hold on, let me just there's a door that seems locked, but there's also a cross on it, which might suggest that I don't want to go in there. What are these guys? Look at these fire giants, they're so cool. Go, don't die, please. Can I go through the door? You unlock the door. I use the key. Yes, okay. Everything has worked out perfectly so far. Okay, so there's also this room. I have a bit of time right now. I can wait for my HP to regen if I want to. There's also... what is random chairs there? Do these guys just like to take turns sitting or something? There is a table. This feels so out of place. But these guys look so cool. Okay, but was that it? There's no combat here. Okay, what is going on over here? There's a floating chalice in the middle of the room. A statue of Baxtorian. Statue of Glarial. And there are pillars. The pillar has a rune-shaped dent in it. So do I put runes in there? Do they all have that? Okay, so I guess I bring 6 runes. Doesn't matter which rune I bring. Will these guys tell me? Examine. A statue of Baxtorian chiseled in stone and a statue of Glarial chiseled in stone. I can examine the strange plant. A very strange plant. I can pick it. It's not here for you. Okay, so I guess I go back out. And I bring runes. But doesn't matter which runes I bring. I mean, to be fair, it's a waterfall. Like, the only runes that are kind of close are, like, water, I guess. And like, I mean, like, caves, like earth, maybe. Like, but is it like 3 by 3? Or am I overthinking this? Is it like just 6 water? I mean, I still have some items here. Can I use those in some way? So I have a necklace. Do I put the necklace on Glarial? Like put her necklace back on her? Use. Does it do something? Oh, you go to place the amulet around the neck of the statue. However, water floods into the room as you do. Okay, so I did do something I needed to do. You are washed out of the cave and down the river. Okay, we're back out. So, I'm guessing it has to do something with those runes, right? Like, that's the important part. But which runes do I need? How am I supposed to know which runes I want? Like, my mind is trying to figure out, like, a way in which the game is telling me which runes I need. So, water makes sense, right? Do I just bring 6 water runes? Is that it? Alright, so for this part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the wiki, just to kind of see whether my theory is correct before I run back and forth again. Once again, you know, I won't read anything else, but I just want to see, do I just bring 6 water runes? So I'll just go to, like, the recommended items that I need to bring, and if it says 6 water runes, then at least I know I won't be wasting another, like, 50 minutes of my time. Because it's still, like, the big, like, run back and forth, like a dangerous cave and stuff, which I don't really have a lot of food, and I want to make sure I'm not just sitting here wasting half an hour of my time. Okay, so I am at the items required part right now, where it says rope, which I figured out. It says 6 water runes, but it also says 6 earth runes and 6 air runes. Why would I need 18 runes? What? Okay, what I'll do is I will just grab the runes I need, because I think I have them all in my bank. I'll go back there, and we'll see if we can figure out what we do with those runes. But I'm glad I checked, because otherwise I would have had the water runes only. And then I would have still had to run back and forth. But I'm trying to figure out how the game is telling me which ones I need. Because I'm assuming the game in some way has told me, right? It was said that he could use the stones to control water, earth, and air. I mean, water makes sense because it's a waterfall. Earth makes sense because we're in a cave. Air, because there's always air. It's just like, where does the air come from? Alright, so we have 6 of all the required runes. Let's head back over into the danger room. I guess I should have enough HP to just run past them, right? Like, it's not like there's a big combat challenge. I can just kind of sprint past. I have the key already, so I can just go left. I don't know what's in the middle room, but it didn't look like there was much in there, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. Because, you know, you can kind of just look into the room, right, and see whether there's anything there, and I don't think there's anything there except for just some mobs on the table. Unless maybe there's a hint of some sort in that room. Because it must have a purpose, right? You know, I was going to record a second video today because I wanted to make sure I got ahead of the recording schedule again. But apparently I've been doing this quest for about an hour and a half already, so, you know, my time is finite, unfortunately. And I do have a social event that I do need to be a part of later today, so unfortunately, that means only one video today. Kind of like the gold border around the UI element that is currently active. I think that works quite well. It's subtle enough, but it's still definitely visible. Okay, back in here. Oh, I don't have any stamina right now. Should I have a bit of stamina? I guess maybe, but I reckon we're good, right? So we just ignore these guys and we run straight for that door. Well, we actually just quickly wander over there. Just walking. Don't mind me, guys. Just don't mind me. I'm just chilling, okay? I'm chilling. Okay, see you later. Someone just said hey to me. I'll say hey back. Okay, here we are. So in this room, do I use a water rune on this thing? What happens? You place a rune on the pillar. It disappears in a puff of smoke. Do I add 1 of each? I mean, nothing has said that I did something, but since there are 6 pillars and I have 3 sets of 6 runes, I guess I do this. Okay. Yeah, I would have never figured this out on my own. I'm happy I chose the wiki for this little part, because there's not even an indication that you're doing something correct. I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm doing it correct, if there's like a specific order I have to put them in, but... Do I just put everything like this? Okay, so we've done that. Now, there is a chalice in the room. And what did I have? So I have an urn. Do I get water from the chalice into the urn? Can I click it? Okay, so the necklace went on to her, right? But what if I use the other item, the urn, on Baxtorian? Nothing happens. Okay. So then I just use the necklace again on... Sorry, use... Oh, that's no amulet. Hold on, I swapped it. So use on her. You hear a loud rumble from beneath the floor. Oh! 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 It's been lifted up. Okay, so now I can use the urn on this. You carefully pour the ashes into the chalice and remove Baxtorian's treasure. We did it! You've completed Waterfall quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, 13,750 strength and attack experience. What? That's so nice. We had them both at like 44-ish, I think. Strength for sure. I'm not sure about attack. I think they were both like 44-ish. 2 diamonds, 2 gold bars, and 40 mithril seeds, whatever that is. Can you grow mithril with those? I'm not sure. Total quest point 61. Wow! 47 strength. 45 attack. Combat level 55. Probably closing in on 56. No, never mind. Just like 1 full combat level. What? They gave me like 3 full levels. That's so cool. Okay. Take treasure. The chalice only contains some old ashes. Can I still leave, like, being flooded out? Okay, but that was really cool. You know, the quest, I think, quite strong. I quite enjoyed this quest. It felt like a cool adventure. We got some backstory about this place. We had to use the backstory in order to figure out what we had to do. We had to find a treasure. You know, I tend to be a sucker for these like very simple like treasure hunting things, like just a simple story with some cool lore in the background. So I think overall this quest was very satisfying. The only issue I really had with this quest was kind of near the end, like this part. Most of the stuff was easy to figure out without a guide. You know, I was able to figure out how to get here with the rope and stuff, and it was a little bit weird, like which things you had to click, which things you didn't have to click, so that part was a little bit weird. But outside of that, it worked well. But then this part with the runes, I think this is the only part where I'm like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on here. And guys, if there was any like indication in the game itself telling me which ones I needed outside of the speculative, you know, there's like a waterfall with a cave and arrows everywhere kind of logic, then please let me know, because I'd be curious to see what I missed. But outside of that, you know, it was a very enjoyable quest, so I'm happy I did this. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do next time. I have a cup. It's your lucky day. Quizmaster. Wait. It's your lucky day, EK. You've got a chance to win big prizes in my quiz show. Would you like to play? Sure. I'm excited. This is new. I'll answer 4 questions. Welcome to the greatest quiz show of... Please welcome our new contestant, EK. For a question... So much quick dialogue that I couldn't really figure out. So pick the odd one out. So that's a shovel, that's a tool, and this is a weapon. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. Good for you. Okay, next question. There is armor, tool. Wow, you're a smart one. You're absolutely right. Okay, next question. There is fish, shield. Correct. Next question. There is weapon, helmet. You're the winner, please choose your prize. 1,000 coins or a mystery box. Mystery box. Open. 1 diamond. How much is diamond worth? This looks valuable. Oh, I guess there isn't the add-on. But now we have 3 diamonds. Cool. But yeah, I think I enjoyed the quest quite a lot. And moving forward, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. There's a couple of things that are really high on my list right now. Because I have so much ore from leveling my mining a fair amount, I would like to figure out some cool smithing ways. I've heard about the blast furnace and kind of would like to figure out where it is without spoiling myself like super hardcore by going for a guide or something. I also want to go into Mauritania a little bit more, But the one thing holding me back from going there too much is not that I don't want to go there, but it's that I would love to go there and really interact with all the vampire stuff. And I think it'd be kind of cool if I did the entire quest chain, which I'm assuming takes place, like a lot of it in Mauritania itself, and really use that quest chain as a way to engage myself with that zone. But I am nowhere near doing a lot of the higher end quests, so that's kind of why I'm putting it off. But I kind of want to go there as well, so maybe I'll look into like some like standalone quests that are probably also there, so that I can still experience it a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. And then of course I want to just do a lot of skilling and stuff, which you guys have heard me talk about a lot. So this is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As per usual, you know, I hate asking for this, but apparently I have to. So guys, if you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button. Also a like, of course, would always be welcome. But right now, you know, we gotta hit that 1K subscriber mark, so please support me if you want to. If you enjoy the videos, I'll keep them coming as long as I can. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.